After over 3 years, Block Skyblock Season 2 is finally here. In this series, I will be using only one block to help me go to the end and beat the game. With all of that said, I present to you, after all these years, Block Skyblock Season 2. After getting started on mining the one block, there are 3 goals that I really wanted to do in this episode. 1. Expand the island. 2. Get started on a house. And 3. Get a stable farm going so that we have a way to eat. After we keep mining this one block, we're going to be getting even more and more good resources that we can be used to achieve our goals. For example, the seeds and trees that we got from that chest. After mining the block for a while, I've came to the realization that there will be 10 phases during this Block Skyblock series. After realizing that, I figured that I best get started on expanding the island and getting better tools so we can mine the block even faster. After mining the one block for a while, we've started getting animals, which will be really useful as a good food source. We've also came to our first phase of the Block Skyblock series, the plains. This is one of the resources, and this is the first phase that we're going into, which is pretty good on getting resources and animals so we can build our farm and house, which will really help us. After mining the one block for a while, I used the dirt from the block to help expand our island and get even more animals. After doing that, I realized that I should probably plant my saplings, as we needed a way to get trees going for wood. After mining for 5 minutes, I realized that the island was getting way too crowded and that I needed to expand fast, so I used the wood that I collected so far and turned them into planks so that we could expand the island further. Alright, I'm going to be expanding the platform now because we've gotten a pretty good amount of wood, and we're going to be just turning this all into slabs so we can expand our island to the fullest. After 5 minutes of just placing tons and tons of slabs, I used the leftover dirt and saplings to make this sort of tree farming design that will help us grow trees while conserving space for our island, so that me and the animals have a lower chance of falling down. Alright, the trees have been planted and they're looking pretty good right now. It's just time to keep mining these blocks and see what we get. And mine I did. I mined so much, in fact, that we've gotten to the next phase, which is the underground. Oh, stone. This is going to be great for upgrading our tools. Oh, this is perfect. Little did I know this would mark the start of everything going downhill from here. What? Yo! Chill. Oh! It made a hole into our thing. What in the world? So I didn't know this at the time, but the more you mine the block, the more dangers that come from it. And this was just the beginning. After realizing mobs could spawn, I decided to light up the place so that no more mobs could spawn in the area. But as you can see, it didn't really do much. Which we can use into bone meal for our farms. And a spider. Okay. This is not good. Okay, it doesn't seem to be aggroed on me for some reason. Don't know why, but I guess it didn't want to kill me. That's nice. And after that encounter, they just kept on coming. Okay, there's 2 of them and they have armor now. This is good. Okay, this is not good. Alright, oh god. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Alright, there we go. This means that mobs can now spawn with armor, which is just beautiful. Well, this is actually going to be really helpful. Alright, another zombie. Nice. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. How did I almost die to a zombie? Okay, I'm making a shield. I'm making a shield now. Yeah, I'm making a shield. I cannot fight these mobs without one. Alright, there we go. Got the iron going, and we're going to be making a shield as soon as that smelts because I cannot go on doing this without a shield. It's just way too dangerous. And some glowberries. And string. Nice. After making a shield, I felt more safe to mine the block, but it led me to let my guard down. Okay. Oh my god, why did they do so much damage? Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. I was on half a heart. There's no way I was on half a heart from a zombie. There's no way. What? No, that's actually insane. No, that's actually insane. After having that very close encounter, I knew I couldn't be risky like that again, or I'll have to start over, which I don't want to do. I guess I could put a slab on top. Let's see if that works. I had a great idea. I realized that if I put a slab over the one block, it will make the mobs stuck, making them unable to move. Okay, so if anything spawns, it should just be stuck in here and have no way out. Yeah. Alright. Let's hope that this works, because if it doesn't, we might be cooked. Can't lie. After putting the defenses up, I felt much safer until... Okay, but okay, so when mobs spawn, the thing on top just goes away. How does that even work? I guess the devs thought of this and realized that this ruined the purpose of Block Skyblock and implemented a feature where you can't place stuff on top of the block, which doesn't help my case at all. Okay, even more spiders. Oh, but it's daytime. I don't think they're gonna be aggroed. Okay, but it doesn't matter because I do need them for the string, so thank you. After mining for a while and defeating even more mobs, I decided yet again to expand the island. Okay, I think it's getting a little too crowded again, which is really insane because I already expanded this. But I'm going to be mining down these trees, getting the wood, and I'm going to be expanding this even further because, okay, now it's just getting ridiculous. After upgrading my axe to iron and chopping down trees, I turned all the wood that I have gathered into slabs and started expanding. After I was done expanding, I started placing down even more saplings so that we could get even more wood. Alright, new upgrade in 30 seconds. Alright, the new face is the icy tundra, which is not what I expected. I thought it was going to be a second part of a cave, but I guess not. Interesting. After getting to the third phase, I realized that I wanted to focus my time into mostly growing the island. By expanding, making an animal pen so that the animals just don't get in the way, making a farm for food, and getting started on a rough outline of my new house. The first thing I wanted to do is expand the island because I didn't want to fall off and my animals to fall off because that would be really bad and would overall just help me a lot. I've decided that I'm going to be making the farm this direction and the animal pen this direction. And my house will go right here, right in front of the block in all its glory. But right now it's just a blue sky, so yeah, we're gonna need to get working on that. Next, I decided to make an animal pen so I could breed animals for food. It did take me quite a while to build this, but in the end, I think I did pretty good with mixing the colors up with the dark oak and the regular oak, which is pretty cool. Alright, it doesn't look the best, but at least it gets the job done, and I think I did a pretty good job making these dark oak fences, a little bit of design if you will. Yeah, but I think it looks pretty good, I can't lie. Now the hard part, getting all the animals into this thing. Now getting the animals into the pen itself was pretty tricky as I didn't have wheat to get the sheep and cows into the pen, and I didn't have carrots for the pigs to get into the pen. So I had to use boats and get in them and manually drive them into the pen and close up the gate so that they wouldn't escape, which was very tedious and took a very, very, very long time. But in the end, I think I did pretty good and they all managed to get into the pen, which is very nice. When gathering the animals, I decided to only get 2 of each. Besides the mushroom, I only got 1 mushroom because you only need 1. But for the rest, I got 2 because the minimum requirement you need to breed the animals is 2. So that's what I did. Ta-da! I got 2 sheep, 2 cows, 4 chickens, and 1 mushroom. Meaning that we have 2 of each mob besides the mushroom, because the mushroom doesn't really need to be bred, because I can just milk it for food. But yeah, there is the animal farm, or not the animal farm, the animal place where the animals stay and live their life, I guess. Yep, that is what that is. Okay. And now time to get started on the other section, which is the farming section, which shouldn't take long at all. The farming section was very simple to make. All I did was make a wooden outline, put some safety guards, and put dirt in the middle where the plants can actually grow. And in my opinion, I think it looks pretty good in the end. It isn't my best piece of work, but it does get the job done. And I love how I used the dark oak again, because I honestly think that pattern is very cool. And yeah, I think in the end it looked pretty good. Alright, the safety guard has been implemented and it looks pretty good. Now just to plant the 7 seeds that I have, and we should be able to get this farm going. Then we put on the seeds. Now this is my only water bucket, but for now I'll put it right here to use. Oh wait, maybe I should. Hold up. How do I put a block underneath? Okay, actually I'll just put that there for now so that we can use it. Actually, let me put it. Actually, no, I don't think that works. I think it needs to be actually connected to the block. So there we go. It's gonna be right there. I can't step here. I'm going to put probably another safety fence right here. Kind of looks weird with this but being an oak, but it gets the job done, so looks pretty good. And the last thing that we need to do today is get a house going. I think I'm just going to be making like a bridge to the house, which will be right over here. And I think that's all I'm going to be doing, because I don't want to get started on the house this episode. So I'll just make the bridge to the house. And in the next episode, we'll be making the actual house itself. So yeah, as you heard, I don't want to make the house this episode because I don't think things should be rushed. And I want more time to do this. So in the next episode, I'll be making the house, but for now I'm just making the dimensions and checking it out, which only took like a couple of minutes, to be honest, maybe like 1 minute or 2, but it's good to have a little bit of like a rough start or a rough draft on what you're doing before the actual project begins. So yeah. Then to finish off the episode, I crafted a ton of torches and just made the whole place lit up so that none of the mobs could spawn and we could get a pretty better view of everything that I built. And I think it turned out really good, this world, and I'm really proud of how this first episode came to be. I think this is a great start to our world, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it as I did. Alright, in today's episode we have officially expanded our island, made an animal pen, and made a wonderful start to our farm, which will be expanded in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be all for this episode. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss future uploads. And that's episode 1, Block Skyblock Season 2. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Also, if you watched through the whole video, I really appreciate you. It helps me out a ton. It makes me super happy seeing the support and the fact that you guys like these videos. So yeah, thank you so much. You guys are the reason I continue to make these videos, and I hope you like these videos as much as I did. Thank you. Have a nice day.